Hey everybody, Russ W. Oker, Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. Time for our Fairway Meat and Grocery post game as we celebrate a district championship. The Warriors win it 90-74, and we'll be heading back to Hutchinson, Kansas. And that tournament starts on the 24th. If we get a first-round bye, we won't play till at least the 25th. There is a scenario where we wouldn't even play till the 26th, but we're worried about that tomorrow night when the selection is made. And that is a 6 o'clock selection show, and we are having a watch party here at the Hellier Center, so Warrior fans can come out and see where we fall in the seedings for Hutchinson, Kansas. So I've got Coach Sash and Mr. TJ Morris with me here for the post game. Coach, let's start with you. Obviously, congratulations. You got to be awfully excited to see the hard work pay off and an automatic bid to Hutch.
Yeah, really just proud of these guys and the progress that they've made throughout the course of the year. I think, when we started this thing back in, the start of the school year and then workouts and, into preseason practice in October and our first jamboree, we talked about us playing our best basketball at the end of the year. And, this team has not lost since January 31st at Triton. So we didn't lose the whole month of February, and then we haven't lost yet here in March. And so the goal is to be playing your best basketball. I don't think we've played our best basketball, kind of ups and downs the last couple games, but that's March basketball, and that's good teams figure out ways to win, and I thought our guys figured out ways to make enough plays and win the game tonight.
It was an interesting game tonight. They made it tough. I mean, we never were able to really just pull away. And just neither team really ever seemed to hit a really good groove in this game. So your thoughts on the game as a whole, and kind of why you think maybe it was, like I said, just kind of an interesting, tough game.
Yeah, when you're going kind of down the stretch of the season, you're playing 2 or 3 games in a week, you seem to kind of just get into a rhythm and kind of a flow. And when we're playing one game and then we're waiting a week and we're playing one game and waiting a week, it's interesting to try to figure out, like, how do we keep these guys engaged throughout the the course of the week. We had some guys banged up. We've had some guys sick this week. There wasn't a great flow to this week. Just the flow of the game, I felt like, was disrupted when they started playing the zone. We hadn't seen them play very much zone at all. Looking at their schedule and who they played, they probably haven't had to play much zone and predominantly man-to-man in their press. So we prepared quite a bit for their pressure. We didn't have a great plan for the zone, and so we kind of figured that out, on the fly a little bit. It's just kind of a funky matchup zone, and it took us a little while, but I thought we got to a point where we were able to just put guys like TJ in a high ball screen and then let players make plays, and that's what I thought our guys did a good job of.
Well, TJ Morris was my Scooters Coffee player of the game. He had 19 points tonight. You had it going early. Talk a little bit about your mindset coming in. You seemed like a kind of a man on a mission tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Really, first and foremost, I just want to thank God for everything He gave me this year. All the things I prayed for, He gave it to me, and I appreciate Him for that. But I was dialed in early. Coach put the ball in my hands. He told me to go off the screens, a lot of screens, so I was going off the pick and rolls. I was looking for my teammates, and I was just going downhill.
They had a nice little backdoor cut scheme in their offense that gave us trouble at times. Talk a little bit about what you had seen on film, and did they do anything that surprised us offensively as they did a little bit defensively?
No, they didn't really do much different offensively. At times I thought we were pretty dialed in and did a really good job guarding it. And then there was some times where, maybe you just take a 1 second break on the floor and all of a sudden it's a back cut, or 1 second break and all of a sudden, a guy's racing off a handoff and, you're late getting there, or you pause when the guy fakes a handoff and now he drives you. And so it's hard to simulate what they do offensively, and so we walked through some things, and then yesterday we did a little bit of it live, and I thought our guys did a pretty good job guarding it. But when you're playing a team that does it all the time, it's a little different than doing it against maybe a scout group. And so credit to them, they run some good stuff offensively that's hard to guard, and we had some ups and downs guarding it, but eventually we figured out a way to kind of pull away and win the game.
Sisk, the 7'2" kid, was in foul trouble early and set quite a bit. When he was on the floor, he was fairly effective, kind of a game changer, but it looked like our game plan was to kind of take it at him.
Yeah, first play of the game, we went right at him. And Chris scored a layup. We wanted to attack him. I don't know that he's played, guys that are the caliber of our bigs throughout the course of the season, so we wanted to attack him. But I thought he did a good job, especially in the second half of getting deep position on our bigs. We didn't, we were. Our game plan was to fight that catch and not let them just catch it where they wanted to catch and try to kind of force them out a little bit, be a little more physical with him. And I didn't think we did a very good job of that. We kind of were lazy or tired and played behind him and let him catch. And then when he did, he's 7 feet tall and, he turns over his left shoulder and he's at the rim. So, not a great job by us executing that, but we'll get better this week at it.
Well, TJ, Coach, you talked about we haven't lost since that loss at Triton. We're playing really good basketball. He doesn't think we've played our best just yet, but take us inside as a team. Do you guys feel like you just keep getting better?
There's a lot of things we got to work on for sure. We still maturing as a team, but I feel like we on a great road to making it to Hutch and winning for sure.
How much are you looking forward to going down there? Hutchison has been hosting this thing. I think this will be year number 76. A lot of history there. How much are you excited to get out there and step on the floor at a national tournament?
Well, last year I didn't get to make it, so I'm super excited. Coach always rubbed that in my face every day. We didn't win this much at all, so I'm just happy to make it this year.
You made it this year. You're going to get a chance to do that. Big night for TJ and a big night for Chris. You mentioned that. Braden Sparks started off a little slow offensively, but he ends up in double digits as well. So good night for him, and just overall for the Indian Hills Warriors as they win at 90-74 over the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats. They came in at 31-1. We knew it was going to be a challenge. You put up 90 points against a team that only averages giving up 62.5. That says a lot about your team's resiliency on offense.
Yeah, I thought early on when they pressed us, I thought we were able to attack them, and then kind of late in the game, there were some times where we were trying to slow it down too late in the game just to try to run some more time off the clock. But I thought again putting guys in, playmakers, TJ, Braden, Ticket, just different guys, and trying to exploit different matchups off the pick and roll, and letting those guys get in the paint and then find teammates or create for themselves. So really really proud of them.
Well, we're all very happy to have seen number 24, Travion LeBeau, out on the floor tonight. We thought that we may have lost him for the season at this point. Give us any update you can on how he felt. He played quite a few minutes. Obviously, you and he and the training staff felt like that he's ready to go here.
10 points, 8 rebounds, 1 for 1 from 3, 28 minutes. We'll take it for a guy that, 2-3 weeks ago I was sick for about a week thinking that, his not just his season being over, but thinking that he's probably maybe got an ACL injury that's going to require surgical repair, and the length of time and rehab and hard work and frustration that comes along with that to try to get back to where where you were before, and thought that he was going to have to go through that, and just really happy, just for him personally, that he doesn't have to, endure that, and his season didn't end that way, and now he has an opportunity, with, another 7, 8, 9 days probably under his belt. He'll be feeling even better, I would expect, by the time we roll down to Hutch, and I'm just really happy for him. Everything that he's done for Indian Hills basketball for the last 2 years, like he deserves the opportunity to go down there and be able to play and perform and reap the benefits of all his hard work.
Well, we get set now for a trip to Hutchinson, Kansas. You'll obviously have some planning to do. What do you think the next week looks like practice-wise? What's the logistics here for you to get ready to go?
Well, we'll not do anything tomorrow. We'll find out where we're seated and when we're going to play. Once we do, then we'll kind of probably work backwards and try to figure out, when can we give the guys some time off and try to break up the week and make sure we're healthy and rested and all those things, and then we'll figure out. I don't want if we don't play till Tuesday, I don't want to get down to Hutch on Saturday. You know, I want to make sure we're not just sitting around there for 3 or 4 days waiting to play, because that can become long. So we'll know a lot more. The picture will become a lot clearer tomorrow, you know, evening, when we find out, you know, where we're seated and what our game schedule looks like.
Obviously, there's still work to be done. I think this team believes they're good enough to win a national championship. There's probably a handful of teams that are good enough to get that done. It's just going to come down to who plays well down there. But from yourself personally, there's an expectation to win at Indian Hills. You've known that. You've been here. How good does it feel for you right now to not have to be sitting around waiting till tomorrow night to see if you've made it to Hutch to get this district championship tonight?
Yeah, we just talked about controlling what we could control, and you know, we didn't want to be sitting around here tomorrow night, you know, feeling down about losing the game and sitting around with everybody waiting to see if, you know, the committee decided to, you know, put us in, and then where they decided to put us. So, you know, I just feel really blessed that I'm fortunate enough to be the steward of this program as the head coach, and there's been a lot of guys, you know, before me that have set a standard here, and you know, just trying to uphold that standard and, you know, do what all the guys that have, you know, been head coaches here and all the teams that have, you know, played here before me have done. And so I'm just really blessed to have a great group of guys to work with that have let me coach them really hard and push them to that standard, which, you know, that standard is hard. Winning is hard, and I think sometimes these guys are, you know, look at me like I'm a little bit crazy, but I think I hope that they understand, you know, that there's a standard if you want to win, and that's the standard that is here at Indian Hills. And, you know, just, you know, really fortunate to be in a place where there's, you know, a institution that's committed to it, an administration that's committed to it, a community that is committed to it, and just, you know, so many good people here, great people here that, you know, are committed to it and pour into our program and just make, in my opinion, this experience for Indian Hills basketball is the best junior college basketball experience in the country for guys. So just really fortunate to, like I said, to be the steward of this program and continue to try to move it forward.
Well, it's back-to-back weeks we've cut down a net. If you cut down another one, it will be in Hutchinson, Kansas in a national championship. So good luck to you. We're looking forward to it. I know Warrior Nation will come out in full force, and those that can't be there will be listening on Go Hills TV and watching those who can on the NJCAA network, and we're excited. I want a couple of things. We do plan to have a Warehouse Barbecue Warehouse Coaches Show there in Hutchinson, Kansas. Once we find out when we play, we'll get you the details. We enjoy that, having the Warrior Rally, getting everybody pumped up, those fans that can make it down there. So stay tuned for the details on that and the selection tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. There is a watch party here. Hopefully Warrior fans will come out and get together at the Hellier Center and find out when we will play in Hutchinson, Kansas. Well, what we know for sure is we will play in Hutchinson, Kansas at the national tournament. A big thanks to the Warriors, and shout out to Warrior Nation. Came out in full force. Another great crowd tonight. Good electricity in the gym. We expect the same in Hutchinson, Kansas. That is going to do it for us on the Fairway Meat and Grocery postgame show. The Warriors win at 90-74. It is our 18th district championship, and we'll be off to Hutchinson, Kansas. The tournament starts on the 24th. We'll find out when we play tomorrow night. Thanks for watching, everybody, on Go Hills TV, powered by JBS.
Go Warriors!